Okay, so I'm not paying rent anymore. I'm allergic, it makes me itch, and I don't have to because I've decided I'm not. Bottom line. Welcome back to my channel. I am Dee, and I just want to touch base because this channel is usually about me trying new plant-based recipes and raw vegan recipes and just trying to build on making more elaborate and really good dishes to enjoy my plant-based lifestyle more. But I'm going to have to take a little bit of a pause on the recipe content, and I just wanted to jump on to let you know that I am going to be transitioning. I will eventually come back to that, but right now I'm going to talk to you today about what I'm transitioning to, what type of content, and how I am going to be paying rent for the last time for the rest of my life. So if you want to find out how I'm going to be paying rent for the very last time for the rest of my life, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe, and let's get into my transition of this channel. Here's a little backstory before we get to that. I have been a lover of traveling, but I haven't really fulfilled that. I love road trips, so I haven't really been able to really get out there in the world and take road trips and explore the states. I'll be buying a school bus and converting it into a tiny house on wheels. So that is how I am not ever going to pay rent again. Eventually, in the long run, I will get property and build a little eco-sustainable house and homestead. But for right now, the mission is full-time bus life. No more rent, no more crazy electric bills. I had a bill that was $386. I said never again, never again. And I made that decision. So the point of me sharing this is, if you want to change your life in any way, in any aspect, any form, just make the decision to do so. And this is something that I have been holding myself back from doing since 2018. I have been desiring life on the road my whole life, but 2018 is really when I was contemplating on doing a box truck build out. At the time I was living in LA, and I was actually living out of my car for about 14 months. And because I'm naturally an earthy person, I love being in nature, me living out of my car, it wasn't like a horrible experience because I take trips for fun and I camped out in my car. I had a little Juke. The transmission went out, so I no longer have that car, but it was literally like an extended camping trip. Because after I got my apartment, after that ended, I took road trips and camped out in my car anyhow. So I'm literally taking that and just making it into my lifestyle. I'm so excited. I am so excited because you know how you kind of, I guess, have an epiphany and you realize that you didn't know that you were holding yourself back, or like you didn't make that decision, but you can't even wrap your head around why you didn't. Because I had the money and the opportunity twice and I didn't do it. And so now, because I'm so focused and so self-aware of my authenticity and what that means, and right now because my goal is to gain the freedom that I feel is my freedom and from my perspective, and for me, that is life on the road, that is exploring, that is being in nature, that's waking up somewhere new and exploring a new place as much as I want. So I'm thoroughly excited, and I want to share this because I hope that me walking my authenticity in that path and where that leads me will inspire you to do the same. Whether, you know, it's love, relationship, career, lifestyle, whatever the case may be, I hope that it inspires you to walk your authentic path. Because me walking my authentic path, let me tell you, things have been happening for me, and I feel like I tapped into this when I instinctively said I was coming back to Texas to visit for a couple of months. But what that turned out to be is me moving back home to Texas, which is where I'm from originally, and restarting over life here. I literally left everything behind. Literally, I had a storage full of stuff that I pretty much gave away to Alta Salvation Army, or just left it wherever on the side of the road or in the apartment. But anywho, I left everything behind. I was driving back to Texas and I thought to myself, when I come back, and then I thought, well, what am I coming back to? And I did share this full story on my story video, so go ahead and check that out. But I said, what am I coming back to? There's nothing for me to come back to. And at that moment, as I was driving, I think I was maybe in Arizona, and I was like, I'm not going back to LA. Maybe for work when work comes that way, but I said, I'm not going back to LA. There's nothing for me there. And I knew in that moment, I was making a big change and transition to kind of leave everything that I was trying so hard. I felt like I was trying and I was tired. I was very tired. And ever since then, I told myself, I'm just going to let go and just walk my path and do what comes to me instinctively and just follow that path, whatever that may be. So now I'm at this point to where that path has led me to full-time bus life. I'm clapping for myself. I'm really proud of myself. I am truly proud of myself because I have endured a lot. I have struggled when it wasn't necessary because I had to realize my subconscious mind and the way that I thought about myself is what was holding me back. And now that I have really built up my self-perception, which is another video that I talk about, your self-perception equals your reality. Because how you perceive yourself is how you're going to believe yourself to be, so therefore that's who you are. But if you start believing yourself on that higher level where you really truly see yourself to be, things begin to happen and things begin to flow your way with ease and without resistance. And so that is the path that I've been on, and little by little I've just been seeing things just come to me, and everything is just like, it's just working out. Everything is always working out because I'm following that path of least resistance, I'm following my path of authenticity, and I'm following my path to my personal freedom and what that means for me. So I want to share that. Ultra big truck passing by. So I just wanted to share that. Hopefully that inspires you to do the same. Again, whatever aspect of life, walk your authentic path. It will change you. It will change you. I feel so different than what I felt when I moved here. I feel much different than I did the first year. I've been back 2 years. April the 8th, it's 2 years. That was last month. So yeah, walk your authentic path. It will change you. Don't matter what anyone say or think about what you're doing, just do it. Do it, because only you can make you happy. Don't look on the outside for somebody else to make you happy, because it ain't gonna happen. It's false. You think someone's making you happy, but it's false. It's because you're choosing to believe that this person is making you happy, but it's only your choice that you're happy because you're choosing to believe that the person is making you happy, but it's just simply your choice to be happy. I do want to share a little bit about my desire to travel and what that means to me. So yeah, let's get into that. So as you can see, this is my inspiration. So this is right above my desk. I bought this about a few months before I got fired in January because I wanted something to continue to motivate me, my purpose and my desire to travel the world. And so this being here has really motivated me to really get out there and explore all of this. Starting with the States, of course, with the bus life, but eventually venturing out and taking flights to other countries. I used my passport for the first time to go to Costa Rica. That was my first time out of the country via flight, and it was amazing, and it just really got my fire burning for travel. But this was like 5 years ago. And I really need to get back out there, and I'm just going to launch that off with bus life and hitting the road and really seeing what all this is about. And eventually I really want to do a full-on travel channel, because I really want to share culture and what I learned about like cultural and dance and the food of whatever country and place that I'm visiting. I love the history of the place because I feel like there's just so much to learn, and there's so much history, and I really want to explore that and learn as much as I can learn about the place that I'm traveling to and spending time in, and really being able to give back in that capacity to showcase like there's so much in this world to experience, and through that we can evolve and learn and grow and come together as a community as a whole, because we are all one, we are all the human. And if we do that, there will be so much peace in the world. And that's essentially the overall bigger picture behind my reason for wanting to travel and wanting to share this journey of traveling and all the things that I will learn and experience along the way. So with all that being said, I now have 30 days to be out of this rental. So I've decided to give you guys a full tour of my current home rental and what that looks like, because I will be trying to repurpose most of the furniture pieces and what I'm using in my home into my bus build, except for my really large couch and that really large chair that's in the living room. But everything else I'm going to try to repurpose. If it's temporary, maybe long-term, depending on the piece and what it is. Because today is May 2nd, I wrote my last rent check yesterday, May 1st, and I submitted that. And I've got 30 days to get this place packed up and be out by the 31st of May. And I also have another scene that I'm shooting for Landman Season 2 on Monday. And between my acting and this content creating, this is literally my full time. And so the other part of that is of my time is going to be around building out my bus build and finding my bus. I haven't bought it yet, so I'm going to be having to shop for that. And with these new work days coming up for me as an actor on Landman, I've got some checks coming my way to support me purchasing my bus. I'm really excited, and I'm so glad that y'all are joining me on this journey. I hope that it's inspiring to you all. Continue to share our life experiences, because I think that's literally what life is all about. Because the more you share and let other people know that you're not the only one going through or feeling the way that you feel or experiencing or wanting to experience something new. But that is my journey, that is my purpose behind this channel, although it's transitioning. So eventually I'm going to take the recipe show on the road once I get my bus build out and once I get my kitchen fully functioning on the bus. Then I'll bring back the recipes and you know, cooking in the kitchen and all that, because I do want to continue learning more plant-based food recipes and just making more and just really having an adventure in the kitchen. But I don't know how much of that I'm going to do, because if I'm going to be on the road, I'll probably out in nature somewhere exploring. But we'll just kind of see it and see how it all unfolds. That's what this is about. This is the journey. I don't really know. I can only plan so much and just see how everything turns out. So thanks for joining me on this channel. Go ahead and subscribe, like the video and save it, and send it to someone who is maybe in the same transition or thinking about it. So I'm letting you know right now, do it. Make the choice to make yourself happy. If you feel like you need permission, I'm giving it to you right now. Make the choice to make yourself happy by doing whatever it is your true, authentic little heart gives you. Follow that. Follow that intuition. Follow your authenticity. Follow your true self, because you know who you are truly deep down. Just continue to discover who you are and follow who you are, because only you can make you happy. So until the next video, you guys are incredible. You have the power to create and change your life the way you desire it.